Hey, welcome back to another video. I'm setting up the tubs for this season. There are two, I think they're 25-gallon tubs. So right now they're just filled with water. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see. Got them hidden behind the recycling bucket and some kind of a plant. So what I did so far is I cleaned them out from last year and I set them up and put in some fresh water and treated that with brine and also some salt because I'm going to be putting in live bears. I have lids from a 20-gallon high, I think it is, on top of them. And I won't be putting guppies in them this year. I didn't buy the fish yet for the ponds. I'm going to be putting in either swordtails or platies that I get from a local store, which I didn't go out and do yet because the last 3 days here it's been topping out at 93 and it's supposed to do that today, and the next couple days will be less sticky and maybe 5 degrees cooler, and I think by Thursday or Friday it's supposed to be a high of 70 and a low in the 50s. So I'll probably put fish in them on Saturday. And for now the water is treated and I'm putting hornwort in one tank or tub and some let's see, some Miller Lite in the other one, which is actually filled with water spray. So up as I kick something, so you can see that the lids don't fit all the way, so I'm going to have another lid, partial lid put over it. That's how I get the plants out after I rinse them from another tank. And I have one more. So that's the kids next door screaming. So there you can get a better look. Water spray is this side, thin leaf, and hopefully that'll fill the entire tub, top of it, within about a month or two. So what happens is another lid goes on top, and that'll keep the fish from being able to jump, and the raccoons or the guppy guys in New Jersey coming over and stealing the plants or the fish. So this is the hornwort, which has been doing super good in my tanks. I also took some out to put in a couple of more tanks. So that goes in delicately here. And that's about that. So there we go. So that's how I'm setting things up with the hornwort. Thank God no duckweed. And the water sprite in the other one. So I haven't decided which platies I'll get. I'll try to go to a local fish store because their fish are a lot healthier than if you go to a Petco, PetSmart conglomeration. So maybe I'll go over tomorrow just to see what they have. But I'm afraid that if I go over tomorrow, I'll start buying them. And I don't want to put the fish in until after we get past the 70-degree high day. But this hornwort is doing great in my water so far. And I will put the other lid on. Very official looking lid. And there we go. So that's how I'm going to end up doing it for these guys. And you can see the reflection of the sky, clouds. That lid's a little dirty. I'm not cleaning that the rest of the way. Clean the other ones. It looks pretty good like this. Like I said, they're about 25-gallon tubs, so they should do great with the fish. Last year I put in guppies, the last 2 years. The high-end guppies that I raise don't do so well outside because I don't think I feed them enough. I was only feeding them once a day, sometimes twice. Wasn't doing as many water changes. Just wasn't paying as much attention, plus the temperature extremes. So they ended up fish with really thin body and just like a veil tail type tail. I didn't like the fish at all. Now what I did do is, I'll show them next actually. I kept the Roebuck Reds from last year. They were in the tub, and I took their next generation, grew them out, and I culled them down to about 5 fish, I think. And I ended up with some half decent looking fish. So I'll show them next. They're still in the house, and I'll be right back with that. So that's what it looks like from further away. Got some cover, some shade cover from the awning, which I was trying to show. And like I said, it's hidden behind the two of them are hidden behind the recycling bucket and a great big plant flowery thing somehow. So anyway, so that's the setup for the 2 tubs. This way they don't get too much they don't get any direct sun, which I think is very important. Also the plant cover would help alleviate that somewhat. So anyhow, so that's how it's going. It's back in the house. There's the Supercar. So sometimes I don't post as many videos because I'm out driving the car, which I just washed, dried, and put another coat of this top coat stuff on it, which is pretty good. So there we go, pretty cool. And definitely one of the nicest cars I've owned. And I've owned quite a few. I hate to say it, in my life I've owned 37 cars. At least half were sports cars. I've had 3 Zs. This is a 370Z Nismo, which is their racing version. And I've owned everything from Mustangs, Cougars, Camaros, you name it. I was a car nut. I used to work on my own cars before all the computer shit. And now I really don't. But this car is awesome. It's really fast. It's got 350 factory horsepower. These are actually the factory wheels, which are great, so I've never replaced them. Yeah, it's got all kinds of tech crap in it. CD, you name it. So I love the car, and hopefully I won't go nuts driving it so much so I can do some more videos. So anyway, I'll get back to the end of the video. Alright, I'll wrap up the video with this one. The water's a little cloudy. I just did a water change. These are the Roebuck Reds, the fry that grew out from the ones I kept outside a year ago. So I just culled it down to 1 male and 4 females. Maybe he'll move around so you can see he's got really nice fins, as opposed to the really junky veil tail I had with the ones that I put out in the tub. So yeah, sorry about the water being cloudy. The iPhone picks that up. So I also was putting in some new plants. Took the old ones out. So what I've mentioned before, what I do is I take plants from an established tank and I rinse them off real good in lukewarm water, or water if you're from another part of the country. Put them in a bucket, or in this case in a little container since there's only a few, and then I put them in the new tank. So that's that way it gets any water off from the prior tank in case the fish would have a reaction or a problem with it. So I'll be putting them in next, and as I'm sitting here, one of them is having fry. There we go. So I got to put the plants back in. That's cool. How about that? I don't know if I can pick them up from... There we go. That's pretty cool. Wasn't expecting that. And there's some more over there somewhere. That's good. Yeah, one of these lovely ladies is having some fry. So, before I forget, I don't want to forget the jokes, because some people just watch the video for the bad jokes. What do you call an ant that fights crime? A vigilante. A vigilante. Oh, that's terrible. Super bad. And what is fast loud, and crunch. E. A rocket chip. A rocket chip. All right, these are some grade A, really bad jokes. That's cool, man. That's a snail, actually. And some guppies were born while the video was being filmed. So I'll see if I can, oh, there you go, he's moving a little bit. Let's see, buddy. Anyway, he looks good. It's a good looking fish. And so what I do is I dump the plants in nicely. And they're going to stay in this small container for about, probably about a week. Because I'm moving them from a 2.5 to a 5.5. And I have to finish cleaning the tank. So anyway, so that's them. Anyway, that's the video. Just a hodgepodge of a few things. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, or you can email me. I'll put my email address in the video description. And I'm going to run the food sale for one more week. So today's June 7th, so till the 14th. 2 containers of any food for 21 bucks. And that includes shipping. So to get that, you can't bid on an auction. You have to email me and say you watched the video and you want the 2 for 21 deal. Or as some people did, 4 for 42. I think that's 21 twice. All right, thanks for watching.